Cody Rhodes has done it. No matter what happens now, he is at the top of the industry, and he is awesome. Dude's an inspiration. So it seems only right we continue this love-in on this day as well. So that's right, my friends. Here's 10 fascinating backstage facts about the American Nightmare. Number 10, he never teamed with Dusty in WWE. Now, this was actually possible. If you go and Google your life away, you will see that father Dusty and son Cody teamed together in OVW in front of 1,500 people to face Idol Stevens and Casey James, one of which was the future Damien Sandow. So that's quite the show to say you attended, and yep, it was the one and only event where they did unite to fight. Sure, the American Dream's best days were behind him, but he still had 3 more matches after this. I'd have found a way to get it on proper TV. Of course, Dusty would say goodbye properly after a bull rope scrap, and Cody was there to do a run-in. And thank goodness we did get that angle on TV, where all the Rhodes family got together to run amok. It almost means more today. We should have done more with it. Number 9, he won the OVW Tag Titles with Shawn Spears. And if you've ever wondered why they are friends, well, it likely starts here. Because before Cody won the OVW heavyweight title that he had for just a day before losing it to Paul Burchill, Rhodes did team with the not yet Ty Dillinger to become the Southern Tag Team Champions. They beat the Untouchables, who had also gone to become Deuce and Dominoes for those keeping notes. And from there, it all went a little bit weird. Because you see, Rhodes was called up and joined forces with Randy Orton, which is pretty good, whereas Shawn was super kicked by the Heartbreak Kid in a backstage skit, left WWE, before coming back as Mr. 10 and getting himself madly over. So I tell you, 2007 was a wild time to be a developmental wrestler. I don't think there were any rules at all. Number 8, he was meant to win Money in the Bank. Twice. That's right. Now, lots of people do have this story, but I don't think that makes it any easier. Winning the magic briefcase has sent some people to the moon. It started in 2012 when Cody has said he was informed that Money in the Bank was going to be his that year, when on the day of the thing, it changed. Dolph Ziggler got the nod instead. It then repeated itself in 2013 as Rhodes was told they'd make up for 12 months ago, and then it turned out it was actually going to his tag partner Damien Sandow. To be fair, Damien got screwed over by John Cena in that madness, so maybe Cody did dodge a bullet, although it wasn't that great for Rhodes either. Soon after, he was gonna become Stardust. What the hell were we doing? Number 7, he's been in 3 WrestleMania Intercontinental title matches. There was a time, if you can believe it, where the Intercontinental Championship was treated like it was a criminal. I mean, it vanished for a while, was passed around the place with no clue, and sometimes wasn't even defended at WrestleMania. This was really stupid. This is why Cody Rhodes' run with it here deserves a shout out, because he was witnessing this in real time and yet still managed to put the IC belt on the line 3 times at the show of shows. The one he did with the Big Show was weird because we were trying to manufacture a Mania moment for the Giant, whereas the other 2 were part of ladder matches. I'm sure Cody wasn't having the best time either because he was Stardust, and also, he never got the win. That went to Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder, respectively. This was, of course, WrestleMania 32, when Rhodes left WWE soon afterwards. And we all know what happened next. Number 6, WWE owned the Rhodes name. Once upon a time, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley showed up in TNA, and rather than be the Dudley Boys, they were called Team 3D. People were miffed by this, but it was nice and simple. WWE owned their name, so tough luck. It was the same for Cody, which felt a little bit lame, as Dusty Rhodes had been Dusty Rhodes for ages before he even stepped foot in a WWE ring. This is just how the industry goes. The silliness continued because we all kept calling him Cody Rhodes anyway, even though officially he was just Cody. Remember all that? It was an odd time. Thankfully in 2020, WWE quietly let the trademark expire and all was right again. It was quite funny if you were watching the TV. All of a sudden, Cody had his surname back. Don't worry about how, he just did. Number 5, Scorpio Sky is his cousin-in-law. Well, who knew? I mean, they did, I suppose. I don't think we're breaking any news to them. You can even debate whether a cousin-in-law is a real thing. You can do that in the comments below. But when Cody married Brandy Rhodes, or the real-life Erin Styles, there was a connection with Scorpio Sky because, yep, he's Brandy's cousin. Most people forget Sky was also in the WWE as Harold, or somebody making up the numbers in those Daniel Bryan and Kane anger management skits, before he got released in 2012. Scorpio still had a cameo a year later where he was part of the Fire Crew when Kane took on Bray Wyatt in a Ring of Fire match, before he did properly leave, and he smashed it all over the place. I'm going to take a wild guess and say he also visits the Rhodes for Thanksgiving dinner too. Isn't that a lovely image? Yes. Yes, it is. Number 4, that entrance theme. Kingdom by the band Downstate has become iconic. When Cody returned to the WWE at WrestleMania 38 and this song started to play, people lost it, which was the point. Rhodes knew the power of that tune, and not just because he had started using it when he began his independent journey. He was all in on this too, as he used it in TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and when AEW started. And go and listen to the lyrics. They ain't random words. Basically, Rhodes shouting about how he was treated during his first WWE run. You can hear it during all of his indie appearances as well, including when he was a regular in WCPW. That's why it was so nuts when WWE agreed they wouldn't change it. I don't think the comeback is as impactful without it. Number 3, the weak link in the legacy. This is likely slightly unfair, but yeah. When WWE did team together Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase Jr., on paper, Cody was seen as the number 3 guy in the group. Another reason he got so pissed off, no doubt. The rumor was always to try and build 2 stars, but that Ted had the bigger upside, which is why DiBiase was given promo time on day 1. Trying to get him over. When they all clashed in the 2010 Elimination Chamber, it was Ted that got the pin over Orton too, with Cody being the dude who passed him the pipe to whack the Viper in the head. It then happened again during that WrestleMania triple threat where Randy pinned Rhodes to win it, so all was clear, the hierarchy had been decided on. As we know, that's not how wrestling works though, because there's no question who the bigger star is. Hell, Cody is one of the biggest there is. It is still true that both were gone far sooner than fans expected, with Ted DiBiase leaving the industry entirely. All things considered, not sure he'll ever come back now. I suppose he doesn't want to either. Number 2, he lost 41 consecutive matches in 2016. Do you want another reason why Cody Rhodes was sick of Stardust and saw the writing on the wall? Or just listen to what I said. 41 times Cody was booked to lose in 2016, and when that happens back to back, the fans aren't stupid. They know what that means, and whether they want to or not, they kind of start to check out on a performer. Go listen to Dolph Ziggler talk about this. He knows too. Obviously, a large number of these were at house shows, which you can argue don't count, but I bet they did to Cody. Here he was with dreams of main eventing WrestleMania, and he can't even get a W when the cameras are off. I think WWE still knew that he had some value on TV, because Stardust was always featured in world title tournaments, but it's fair to say after a while, he was just another body. Sucks. The final straw, I assume, was when he lost in the Greensboro Coliseum, which just so happened to be the same venue where in 1984, Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes fought for the NWA World title. What a full circle moment that must have been. Number 1, he wrestled in 36 different promotions in 2017. So never say that Cody didn't have a plan. My word, he did. Betting on himself, he marched into the outside world of WWE and just refused to accept no for an answer. He was going to work and prove everybody wrong. Mission success. Do not forget there's only 52 weeks in a calendar year, so Rhodes was just on fire as he went here, there, and everywhere, including going all the way to the east with New Japan and all the way back to the west with Ring of Honor, WXW, and anywhere else that had 3 initials. If you want to call Cody the king of the indies at this point, you certainly can. And it also saw amazing matches such as him versus Jay Lethal, Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Kurt Angle, Ricochet, Scorpio Sky, Swerve Strickland, and a bunch more recognizable names. Given the lay of the land today, I doubt anybody else will be able to do this because WWE and AEW are so strong, which means Cody really did help pave the way for all of this. Just to sing our own praises too, yes, 8 of these contests were in WCPW. My word, he helped everyone. Now please do click the video on the screen, which is 9 worst times WWE wrestlers refuse to lose. Like the video, share the video, why not subscribe? You can also come call me a moron in the comments, they're right down there. But otherwise, thank you for listening, my friends. One last shout out to Cody Rhodes, who is the absolute best. I'll talk to you soon.